my bouncing ball. It's not, obviously it's not the best. But you see how it's more about you learning how to do user controls. Okay, so you have this. Okay, this is what we have. So it looks like, what does that look like? It looks like it stops and it kind of rolls, right? So one of the things that in Maya, what you could, so let's think about the TZ, right? You guys have a general idea? Should the shape be like exactly like this? See how it looks? Like that? Probably not, right? We probably, like, if it stops, right? Don't you think it should be more flat? Right? So I can just go here and just go, see that? Right? And then so now it kind of just, right? Now, watch this. So I have this, right? Let's say, so again, you know, all we care is about this yellow one. Don't mess with the blue ones, right? So another cool thing in Maya, what you have to do is you could add more frames. You know, add more frames, move the time slider. So let's say this part, this high part right here. How many frames is that? How many frames? From here and here?
5.
5. Let's say we want that to be longer, right? There's many ways to do it, right? If you just, one way is doing this. You grab this, right? You hold down shift, you highlight that, all the subsequent frames, and let's say you want 2 more frames to that. You want to, instead of 5, you want 7, okay? So then I get that, and then I drag it, 1, 2, right? So I moved it. So now, what's the gap here? 7 frames, right? So I'm gonna undo that. So again, to do that, you just select the yellow thing. You highlight the frames after that. Let go of that, then middle mouse button. Do that, okay? Let's say, wait, I'm gonna do 1 more frame. Okay, well, no, this is 6 frames, right? Let's say I want it to be 7 frames. Another way of doing it is this. You select that, put your cursor somewhere in here, right mouse button, click, like that. You see that? Keys, add in between. So that's faster, right? You just go by detail, right? So here, so this is 7 frames. What do you think? Maybe this one could be, just for illustration, that's 7. This is 5. Let's make that 6. So go add in between. Okay. This might be okay. Let's say this one should be, if that's 5, this could be 4. There is remove in between. So this one obviously can't, if it's something very, I say physics based, it can't be 5 frames, right? It would be kind of weird, right? So I could make that maybe 4 at least, or maybe I might make that 3 frames, okay? So that's changing it's sort of like my timing or my spacing. I would say, I'll call that timing, because that's your frames, right? Your spacing is how you make the curves look, to do that, right? So now I have this. Okay? So that's what I have. Cool. So there's other things, there's other tools that you have that allows you to mess around your spacing. In general, this exercise should take you hours, several hours to do. And it's good to do that. You know why? That's how you get better. You practice learning the graph better, and you do it over and over. Another cool trick that you have is this. Again, they have tutors here, right? So if you don't know all this, if you go fast, is you select this. As long as you have motion trail on, you go here. If you're in animation module, you go to animation, visualize, create editable motion trail. Watch happen. Now you have, look at, I need to do a better job on my thing, right? It's not very clean, right? And honestly, it gets to the point where you might do this. There's nothing wrong with you doing this too. You might just go here and just do it. It's not very clean, huh? See this? You could literally do it every frame. If you have auto key on, see that? That's equivalent to really making the curve, right? And it might not be ideal, but I just want to show you essentially this is what it is when you're doing the curve. But I say this, sometimes when you're, for people who are doing, let's say feature animation, sometimes for me, it depends on the kind of work I do, but sometimes I don't even look at the curve editor. I just do this. I just do it through the posing with the character because it's faster for me, it's funner, and it's more visual. So I'm not manipulating some abstract curve. I'm actually just making it. It's totally fine to do this, right? And so there. Now it's cleaner, right? You guys agree? So it probably gives me a better. See, but that wasn't too hard, right? It wasn't hard, right? But let's look at what the curve looked like. This looks the same. The only thing I mess around with is the TY. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Right? And so the hotkey for doing this is when you do this is comma and period. Okay? So for this exercise, all I want you guys to do, worry about the side, TZ, TY. Right now, you don't even have to worry about the rotation. Let's do it next week, right? But for 3 balls. So what that entails is you guys have to look at all the videos. I would say instead of doing it right now in Maya, just look at the video. Spend 2 hours learning, reading that, and just have fun reading it. Diagram it out, and then do it as separate files, like bowling ball, bouncing ball, and what's it called? The other one, balloon or beach ball, right? And then remember to turn things on. It's just this. See this? I don't know what that P is, but don't worry about that. Okay? So that's the beach ball, right? And again, one of the things that will prevent you from, let's say, messing things up, right? Accidentally selecting things is what? Is if you only want to worry about this, watch what I do. I select the things I don't want and go lock selected. So now I can't accidentally select this. I only can select this, only can select this. Oh, even better yet. What's another thing to make life even better? What axes do we care in terms of translation? Just, do we care about X? No. So watch this. I just select that, lock that. Y? Yes. So we don't want to lock that, right?
Yeah.
Z? Yes, that's good. And right now we don't care about this. Look at, just by doing this, I could just focus and just do the best job I can with that. Okay? Cool.